Hello viewers and welcome to my channel. My name is Robert and today we will talk about Java programming. In this video I will show you how to create a project in Java and also the fundamentals of Java. So I will highly recommend to learn them first before you will start any advanced programming. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button if you want to receive notifications straight into your inbox when I'm posting new videos, and give a thumbs up if you liked this video at the end. As you might know, these days programming languages are on high demand. So most of the devices and technology is based on programming, and I've decided to create a series of videos about a specific language called Java. Now, in order to be able to understand them and to write programs, you need to take baby steps. So my advice is do not skip and jump to the coding straight and trying to find, complicated programming languages and coding. You need to understand them first so you can run a program properly and to create projects. Now, there are different kinds of applications which can be developed in Java. But in order to understand how to create these applications, we need to start with the basics. The simplest kind of application is console applications. These applications are text-based, where an input can be made via the keyboard, and the output is the text. Enough said, let's get started. To be able to compile and run my programs, I will install an IDE, is the short from Integrated Development Environment. It's called NetBeans. It's like a tool to use with Java programming. There are multiple IDEs you can use if you want. I will just stick with this one. So to install this NetBeans, you will go on Google. You can just type Java plus NetBeans Oracle. You go on the Oracle website and you will see a list where you can download this NetBeans. You just need to make sure that you download the correct NetBeans depending on your operating system and accept the license agreement. Once you install it, it will look like this when you open it. On the right hand side in this window, you will be able to write the program here, write your code. On the top, you'll find some icons to create projects, run or save the programs that you build. Now, bear in mind, when you type, if there is any errors in typing, also called compiler errors, NetBeans, it will show you where the error is, on which line is the error. So that's very helpful. On the left hand side now, you'll see where is your files and projects stored, so you can search through them. And on the bottom, you will see the output of the program. So here will be your output of the code. Also, if there is any errors in your code source, it will be shown in the output program here on the bottom right corner of the window. So let's create our first project in NetBeans. Once we open the NetBeans, we then go on the left hand side and select a new project, and from there we choose a Java application project and make sure you have selected the Java category and click then next. In the project name, we will choose the name of our project. So I will just name it Project 1, for instance. And then just make sure before you finish that you untick create main class here. So in this way, we will have the option to choose the file type we want to create. I will give you more details about this in the next videos. For the moment, don't worry about this now. Once we create a project and we click finished, we go on the file icon select the file type to be a Java main class and click Next. Select then the name. We choose the name of the class we want. So for instance, I will name it, let's say, Hello World. Just bear in mind, there are some specific rules in Java when we are naming the file types, the classes. So you cannot use symbols. You cannot start with a symbol unless it is a currency sign or an underscore. And also you cannot use spaces when you're naming your classes. So the best practice is, if you want to write two words together, is to start with a lowercase, like I did, for instance, hello, and then use a capital letter for the next word. Our first project is to write a program which tells the machine to display on the screen the words Hello World. This is the most simple and common program for any programming language. So to start, within the curly brackets of our main block of code, where it is on the screen, you will see it in yellow, we will start to write the instructions. The instructions start with the word system with a capital S. So just bear in mind, it's case sensitive. Java is case sensitive, so you need to write it with a capital S. Now, the word system is like a file which is stored in the Java memory. Following the word system, we put a .out. Now, out is the system file contains this object. So out object representing the results we get on the screen. Another object, for example, is in, which is representing the input we will use later when we start using the keyboard. And next we will write .print command, which means print. It's quite obvious, followed by parentheses. Now, to understand that, in the parentheses will be stored the message that we want to write. The message always must be in between speech marks. And at the end of every instruction we write, we must put a semicolon. This is how the instructions must end in Java. And now let's run our first program. So we go on the icons and the top and we click Run Project button, or we can also use the function key F6 on the keyboard to run the program. You will then be asked to create the main class because the main class doesn't exist yet, so just click OK. And now the program will run, and you can see in the output window on the right bottom side that our message is printed now and it says Hello World. Also is confirmed, saying that it's been built successful. And now one more thing before we end this video I would like to discuss is the difference between print and println. So as we know, print is a command to print the message on the screen. We will take an example now to understand how this works and what's the difference. I have written one more instruction to print on the screen goodbye. So as you can see in the output, the result is Hello World followed by goodbye together on the same line. If we want to print the words goodbye on the new line, we will use the println statement. ln is short for line. When we run the program now, we can see that for the first instruction I used print line, and on the output, because the cursor moved to the next line, when it printed the second instruction, which is goodbye, the message goodbye, the message it appears on the second line. And many times you will find this command, the println, very helpful, and you will use it a lot in your next coding and programming. We reach now the end of our first tutorial in Java programming. and I hope this video was helpful. And if you want to learn more about Java programming, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notifications straight into your inbox when I'm posting new videos. Also, please post your questions in the comments below and give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.